Chris, this is Mother Plays. We're doing the Pentagon Challenge. We're in Mexico. We're in Monterrey. We're in our first season there. We've spent loads and loads of money. We're the top spenders in Mexico, and we're doing all right. So here we go then. We are top of the league. 6 points clear at the moment. We've had 10 wins, 2 draws, and we've scored 50 goals. So we have scored twice as many, well, almost twice as many as the next one. Chua, who we'll see later in this episode, are the only team that have got over 25. So, and they've conceded less than us. But our goal difference is plus 33. So there we have that. Transfer-wise, what have we got? Luna joins somebody. There we go, San Luis, in December. So hopefully not too far away. Boras still joins us in December. He's just a B team player. And Lionel Corral, who we've loaned for 2 years, is now joining us as well permanently. So I've hit his minimum release fee. But it does mean that he is on loan for 2 years before he joins us. It's all too painful. Perhaps I shouldn't have done it. If I'd known I couldn't have cancelled the loan anyway, I'd have just left him here on loan, and there we go. Another mistake. I've made loads of them in this save, so yeah, there we have it. Schedule wise, we have been pretty decent since we lost to Pumas in the League's Cup. We obviously beat Chivas in the third place playoff to give us our North American Champions Cup access this season. He says this season, I don't know. Nothing's appeared, but the first phase finishes in November, so fingers crossed we start seeing some news there soon. And as you can see, we did draw with Cruz Azul. We went 3-0 up and then they came back. Strange old game. But Cantu, as you can see, has been scoring goals. We have also, oh, there we go, transfer-wise. I showed you the outs, or future outs. Oscar Iglesias has gone to Western Sydney Wanderers on loan. We're getting 35,000 from that. And we signed Maicon Douglas just before the transfer window. 30-year-old Brazilian. We came up against him when he was playing for Al Hilal. He's currently played 3 games for us. Not fit, but he's getting there. He's a rotation option with Balde. He's a better player than Balde, but he's 30 years old. So, yeah, we'll see. 2-year contract. If he is sold in next summer, so be it. He's a short-term deal. So we'll see what comes of it. But so far, so good. He's done all right. The rest of the squad hasn't really changed a great deal. Asensio, who I signed for $1 million as a Mexican player who can play at right back effectively. He's come in, but his potential has dropped because he's now turned 23. So yeah, he's sort of out in the cold, and perhaps he'll be one of the first victims in the next transfer window. We have a number of players. I am trying to get rid of Neil Morton. I couldn't register him after bringing in Maicon Douglas, so he's come out of there. I was actually looking at another Brazilian. He was a right winger on a free transfer. I offered him 30 grand a week. He signed Pumas for 17.5. So some players just don't want the money. They want to join Pumas. We've also got this guy on trial, 19-year-old Saudi. He looks pretty decent. I can't bring him in until December anyway, so it's an option. I haven't got squad space for him unless I get rid of some of the existing foreigners, and I'm not sure who I would want to get rid of. The biggest issue at the moment is definitely the defence. Orozco Chikwete is down to 3 stars because one of the players, Brandon Cantu, has just become the best striker in the world ever. Or at least best striker in Mexico. It's strange. Like, I've picked up Yoshida with Gamba, Osaka, and I've picked up this guy. Both at 6 million, I believe, as well. So, yeah, a good bit of business. If we do actually look at the season preview, we're down to 9-1. Well, we've actually gone out to 9-1 now. But Cantu is now the second best player in the country. And Coke has suddenly gone up the list as well. So it rotates. And the Media 11 only has one striker. So my two only have one of them in there. And Cantu is certainly the best we've got. Sydney also appears in there and nobody else. So Jackson, who's Jackson? And Pachua. So Pachua got a pair of wingers. Was it? Yeah, they've got the goalkeeper as well. And then Thomas is at America. America are quite decent, like 3 players in there. So it's all shared around. And Taboa, the other centre back, no idea who he is. He's a 19-year-old Mexican centre back from Chivas. We'll do some scouting there. We're going to add him onto our shortlist because anyone that good to appear here already is going to be good in my book. I don't think we can afford to steal this guy off Pumas, but we'll scout him anyway. He's too old for us now, so that's fine. So yeah, that's us caught up. We are going to be showing you the Tigres game, our local derby, and then we'll come back to Pachua. Hopefully, in amongst these games, we will clinch the top spot in the opening stages. Once we complete the top spot, it goes into some mad, where's the rules? Playoffs. It appears that the winner qualifies for the quarterfinal, the loser qualifies for the preliminary. So I'm not sure how the first preliminary and the preliminary round, what happens. I suspect maybe the first 2 play here. The winner goes straight there. The loser drops in here. It might be, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll cross that bridge as and when we come to it all and go from there. But either way, there's NACC qualification on various parts of that, so we'll look forward to that. Right, I'm going to get the team picked and we'll meet up for kickoff. Okay, so we're just back from international duty, so a number of players aren't at peak conditions. We haven't got a reserve team, so we've got an under-23s, and some players can play for that, but others don't get picked. Excuse me. So the team for today then, it's Gatini in goal, Valdez, Perez, Orozco, Chiquet and Ruiz making it the back 4. Then we have 3 sitting in midfield of Alfaro, Vidal and Park Jung-hyun. Sydney is unfit, having coming back from Brazilian duty, I assume. Then we've got Maicon Douglas in behind Avendanao and Cantu. So we sort of rotate the strikers around. We've got a couple of young Mexican strikers that we are pushing, and obviously Cantu's the best striker in the country. So that's the team. Let's get out, and fingers crossed we're away to Tigres in this first one. They have had a bad form, but they're coming into it off the back of a win. But fingers crossed we can get something out of this game and prove that we are quite a decent side. Perez with an early booking. We did miss him when he got injured. It did give game time to Rodolfo and Lopez. But yeah, it's a bit of rotation here and there. Certainly in the small, against the lesser team, shall we say. Gattini with a good cross there for the first highlight. What we're going to see, is he going to roll it out over here? No. He's going to roll it over there to Perez. Perez out wide to Valdez. Valdez, what can he do? Inside? No, he's going back to Perez. This man here, look, he's in acres of space. Cantu. Valdez running down the entire right-hand flank. The ball's over. Alfaro with the header, and it's just gone over the bar. They've committed 9 fouls and no bookings. We've committed 6 and had 3 yellow cards. Referee. Vidal's not playing particularly well. Nor's Maicon Douglas. And Gabriel for them is going down the right. Ruiz gets in the way. It's hit the post. Maicon Douglas with a very poor clearance, and we can see why he's on a 6.5. Garbage play like that. Right, let's pause that because I've seen enough. Bolde can come in there. Kamara can replace Vidal. And we'll get Salcedo on, and he can play more of a poacher role a bit further up. Perez sweeps up, finds a bit of play between the centre backs and the goalkeeper now. Before Ruiz gets the ball and he drives past the halfway line. He finds Salcedo, who shoots and scores his 7th of the season. And we have taken the lead against our big rivals and the other club in Mexico that offered me a job. Alfaro now has picked up an injury, so I'll bring Diaz on. Oh, he's improved. We like that. I'm just going to drop him back to a box-to-box, seeing as we have the lead. So Alfaro came to me as soon as we signed Maicon Douglas and says, I'm concerned about my playing time. He was hardly playing as it was. Oh, Valdez, what have you done? I brought you in for the added experience, the better player, and now you've done that to us. Yeah, so Alfaro it barely played. It had a couple of appearances, complained, but he's been an ever-present since Maicon Douglas has signed. Right. We'll convert him back to an attacking central mid. Herrera, Misa, am I last two? Oh no, he's not my last change. Because I made the change over Faro, didn't I? Herrera, yeah, go on, we'll do that. We'll throw some encouragement. Not having Sydney today is a big drop off. Having Maicon Douglas playing so badly isn't great. Not being able to replace Ruiz. It's my fullbacks. They're the ones that get up and down and have to provide the width. So not replacing one, or it's one of them in this case, but can be quite, or could be quite costly. Because now he has to get back. But Kamara's done well there. Park finds Bolde. Bolde now, what can he do? He scored a screamer from a similar position. He ran from his halfway line, beat 4 or 5 players and slotted into the far corner in a game earlier this season. It was a beautiful goal. Kamara finds Orezco Chiquet to Ruiz. What's Ruiz going to do? He's going to go back. The ball finds Perez, the centre-backs, knock it between them. And now he's gone back to the keeper, Gattini, who finds Perez. We're drawing the press on. Are we going to find a killer pass to beat it? It's still the ball playing between the defence. Diaz gets on the ball, loses it. But Perez wins it. Cantu, was he offside or has he beat the trap? Oh, he's hit the post, so it doesn't really matter. Looks like dropped points, but we'll take the point, and that leaves us top. The gap's down to 4 points. Last season Pachua won the first stage with 36, so I'm hoping we can get more than that and take the first crown. So Afaro's the youngster out for 4 to 5 weeks. We signed him almost £8 million, but well worth it, and he's improving. Right, we'll see you back for the Patua game, which comes after a couple of games. Oh, we've actually got a week's break here, which is unusual. We have been playing 3 games in 9 days quite regularly. Right, we'll see you for the Patua game. Well, I've started a fight with Alcantara, the Atalante manager. He said, "You're not playing Lionel Coral enough." I'm thinking, what's he going to do with you, mate? He's here on loan for 2 years, and I've already brought him. So I've just tried to spark him to really get really unhappy and recall him. That way I can just get the transfer done straight away. It'll save some faffing around, waiting 3 years for him to become a permanent signing or whatever it is. But there we go. As expected, we won the 2 games in between. Patua also won their 2 games in between. So we are 4 points clear. 2 games left in this opening stage. We meet Patua now. Obviously, we have 2 chances. We have also got Santos Laguna. Santos Laguna are currently sitting in 12th. They've lost more games than they've won. So it's fingers crossed it's looking good. If we have a look at last season, in the opening stage, 36 points was enough for America. Patua came second in 29, so Patua have improved dramatically. We had 20 points last season. We've obviously got 39, so a draw here is enough for us to win the opening stage. I think the 2 of us are through into whatever the kind of playoffs are, but we'll find out soon enough. Right, I've waffled on enough. Let's get on and pick the team. We'll see you for kick-off. Right, sorry, I've clicked on far too far. There's the Patua side. Freeze and Franco, Jackson and Estrada. Yes, that's the league table. Fair enough, been going through all this. 2 very evenly matched teams, look. Me in my fantastic Mexico suit. We've had a nice shake of the hands. And now I can show you the team. So it's Gattini in goal with Asensio, Perez, Oscar Chiquet and Ruiz making up the back 4. Sidney, Vidal and Diaz are our 3 in midfield. Maicon sits in front. Salcedo and Cantu are our 2 up front. Asensio has come in and, to be honest, I could have played Herrera. Valdez has been playing in that position the last couple of games, unfit. Meza has been at the left back. He is not quite fully fit, as is Sidney, but Sidney's the only unfit player really. Well, I suppose Perez as well. But they're both big game players, so they're both in today and we'll just have to watch their minutes. Not an ideal start. Jennings gets up. 7 minutes into the game, they're going to get a penalty. Right, so we have to win our last game then, because yes, we're putting a point behind us. I'm defeated. If the ref's just going to find fault like this, I'm surprised we didn't get a booking or a sending off in that instance. Yeah, you go off and celebrate your 2nd goal of the season. Whack him! It's not big and it's not clever. Now, piddle off. We haven't started very well, but at least we get a highlight here. We do miss Bolde in situations like that, him being 6'3" and Maicon Douglas 5'9". But Asensio, brought back today. He crosses far post, Salcedo couldn't get onto it. Ruiz waits for the clearance, then collects it. Finds Vidal. Vidal with a superb ball across to Asensio. Finds Diaz now. Diaz back to Asensio. First time cross towards Salcedo. Doesn't get there. Sidney crosses back in and Cantu somehow doesn't get on top of it and it flies miles over the bar from short range. Oh, a short corner. Asensio. Ruiz, what's he going to do? This is one of those games. I can tell already. Early penalty from nothing, and we're missing a header from 2 yards out. Doing silly corners. Oh, football manager gods, what are you doing to us? Here we go. Penalty, referee. Penalty! Our guy cleared the ball. It must be a penalty. Micon Douglas now. What can he do? He's going down the right. He flies past his man. He's going to beat him again. Crosses towards Sydney, but not a great ball. And it's easily cleared. Asensio ties this up. Perez! What's he going to do? He looks up and then easy pass to Asensio. Asensio into Micon Douglas. Micon Douglas finds Ruiz on the left. Ruiz into the box to find Sydney. Sydney crosses and, after hitting the post, Diaz follows up. And the referee's going to blow this one off for offside. It probably wasn't offside, but no, he's not. I said it probably wasn't offside, and it wasn't. They're not going to cheat me out of a decent goal. Salcedo with an excellent effort. Good save from the keeper. Hit the crossbar, and Diaz was there for the tap in. And Salcedo somehow gets an assist with that. But Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk gets Patua straight back on the front foot and back in front. How disappointing. Our lead lasted all of 4 minutes. We haven't played at all well. Cantu, it has been anonymous in this game so far. Orozco Chiquet finds Ruiz. Ruiz looks up. He's going to go back to Orozco Chiquet. Chance to switch a play. Diaz. Out wide to Asensio. Asensio down towards the byline. Centres, and Salcedo somehow doesn't get a shot. Well, he does get a shot in. It's blocked. It seemed easier to score than this there. I'm so tempted to bring... Sydney's absolutely tired out, so we're going to have to make changes. Unlucky so far. We've been bloody awful. We've got Bolde on the bench. It's a big lump. Cantu, look at him. He hasn't played well for a few games. He's missed out on the last 2 games, so that probably hasn't helped. But oh dear, this is frustrating now. They're going to demand more. 2.77 XG. Ruiz with the long throw finds Garcia, who clears, and Garcia then knocks it down the line. Ruiz picks it up into Vidal. Vidal, time to turn, finds Diaz. Diaz, what a dope. The Mexican international lingers on the ball, and it's 3-0, game over. That was inspired by Jackson. Oh, how frustrating to be beaten by Michael B. Jackson. Right, Micon Douglas is awful today. You can play there. What can you play as an advanced playmaker? Well, that's not a role that we offer. Park can come in now. Coker can come in there. We'll just bring the big guns on. Mazer's going to come in at the right wing back. And do we get Kamara on for Vidal? Yeah, because Vidal's got 6.4. There we go. A raft of changes. We're going to go attacking. I'm going to demand more again. Park pulls one back. He's straight into the back of the net himself, picks the ball up and runs back to the halfway line. Ruiz corner in towards the near post. It was cleared. Mazer gets his head on it, back to Park. Park with a stunning 20-yard drive. Pulls a goal back. Is it too little too late? Ruiz, long throw towards Perez. Penalty, referee. He's going to go and watch his television. It must be a good soap on in Mexico that this ref keeps going to the TV. Wasting our time. It's a penalty. Sydney's off the Cantu is likely to be taken. I'm guessing. No, it's Diaz. Oh, what a boy. Juan Diaz. We're staying attacking, I don't care. Ruiz now. In towards that near post again. Coca. Oh. Coca's a player that plays better as an advanced forward, but Cantu's better at it than him. Perez to Diaz. Diaz now, what can he do? He looks up. Meza, the substitute, crosses the ball towards Balde. It's hit the post, crossbar or something and gone behind for a corner. Ruiz gonna float another corner in towards the near post. Cantu was there, but it's cleared. Kamara picks the ball up and the highlight disappears. This is where Jackson, oh no, Perez intercepts. He looks up, no one there. He's found Cantu. Cantu comes so deep. He plays it back to Perez. And now Perez back to Coutinho. And it's all set up again. Ruiz. Nice bit of play from the boys here. Balde to Diaz. Diaz out wide to Meza. Meza into the box. Towards the byline. Crosses. Cantu at the near post. And from 3-1 down, we're now 4-3 up. The never say die attitude from some of these players is brilliant. And now we'll drop down the positive, he says. Oh, so close to another goal. Coca back into the box, it's blocked again. Last few minutes of this game. It's going to finish 4-4. Now I've dropped down to a positive mentality. They're going to come back into it, aren't they? Don't want to be playing for Chua too often. They're quite good. Oh man, you see that sliding tackle? Franco misses from 2 yards out as well. So Franco and Cantu have both done that. Deep into stoppage time, free kick, it's hit the outside of the post, goal kick. Please take your time. Thank you very much. We are top of the league. We have won the first opening phase, league phase bit, but we now go into some kind of playoff. 42 points. It's just ridiculous how many points we've got in this particular section. And do we get any confirmation? Other than Diaz gets one over Machua. Alright, here we go. So Monterrey have qualified for Mexican First Division quarter-final. Rules. So we automatically qualify for the quarter-final. I don't understand. That one, it says they qualify for the final. Winner qualifies for the quarter-final, loser qualifies for the preliminary final. I don't know. Continental qualification. One team qualifies for the North American Champions Cup second round. Opening stage final. I don't know. Does that mean about 15 teams from Mexico can qualify? It might do. What a boy he is. 2 assists. Yeah, we'll find out as and when it happens. Right. Fingers crossed we're in the final and you'll see us there. If not, we'll start on the second phase and pick it up from then. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.